any longer. Necessary.
I think we have everything.
You took our things.
I did.
We have the orders.
information. Ah, damn. I'm feeling a bit peckish.
Great. Do you have the keys?
We have the keys, the orders, and our things.
And also a rather nice sword. I suppose you settled things with the Hungarian?
Before you lot start exchanging revenge stories?
Here you are. Istvan is dead.
And is it a weight off your shoulder?
Aye. It's a wonder. Now I just have to sort out...
Be careful, Henry. But taking pleasure in revenge can be dangerous.
Amen.
Leave him be. He's a warrior. You can see it in his...
And did you follow my advice? Or did you take needless risks?
I acted like a knight.
So you ignored my... Oh, dear lad. What would...
A knight can't think like that. That bastard didn't deserve a fair fight.
Well, thank God it didn't...
If you've all finished chatting, I'd like to...
Is it far?
I'll make it.
How should I know? I've never been here before. I think there's an old poacher's camp in the rocks there. You go first, Henry, and light the way.
Well, let's go then.
In that case, at least...
So hungry I could eat a horse. I'm feeling a bit peckish.
Fresh air at last. Now, if we had a little wine...
They've noticed we're gone. Fuck. How far are your people with the horses?
Young Mika will be waiting half a mile to the south, at an old camp.
I need to rest. Supposing we take a look at Sigismund's letter. See what the bastard is plotting. Oh, good idea. Here, give me some light. Let me see. I, Sigismund of Luxembourg, by the will of God, King of Hungary, Dalmatia, and Bohemia.
Oh, Christ, skip that.
And
and I therefore call my loyal ally. Sigismund is mustering his allies and their armed forces to Kuttenberg.
What does it mean?
It means that he's lost patience. And he's planning to crush the resistance while he still can.
So, von Burgov and von Aulitz have gone to Kuttenberg?
Yeah. And my friend Hinnek of Kunstedt is at Suchtal Fortress, not far from Kuttenberg. And Liechtenstein is in Kuttenberg too. We have to warn them.
And we have to help Capon?
Yeah, but first we must get away from here. Only he can't get far on foot.
I'll bring the horses to the road. You wait here.
But the place is crawling with them.
You go ahead. They'll give up in a while. We'll move further back inside.
When you meet Mika, the password is Falcon. God go with you, lad.
I'll beat you to a bloody pulp, fucker. I've been waiting for you.
Everyone ready? We're looking for an old tree and 2 men. They're killers, armed and dangerous. So what's the plan? Let's go.
You Mika?
Depends on who.
I'm Henry. Password.
All right.
It all went We need to take the wagon, all the...
We left the wagon and the horses just... The soldiers are combing the forest. No... I thought we could sneak out of here.
You don't know.
Listen, my brother and the butcher's hand are guarding the wagon. But if we don't show up by daybreak, that means someone has to tell them...
Right, I'll go. Go... Where exactly is the wagon?
Keep heading south from here. Go between the rocks. If you pass by, it's another mile or so. You should come across. We're parked a bit up. Don't. Good luck.
What do you want? Alarm! He's here! You want to try me? What do you want? Back yourself. want. I've been waiting for you. I've been waiting for you. There's one here! Show your stuff!
Catherine sent me. Things got a bit complicated.
Carry straight on to Yichin. The merchant road will take you right to Kuttenberg.
What, you're not coming with us?
No. I have to go back to Razik and Hanush and tell them what's been planned and what happened to Lord Capen. Like, it's high time you got going. Watch out for yourselves. Especially you, Henry. I don't have to come back and look for your body again.
I'll do my best.
Look, if you find yourself stuck, look for Sir Odorin of Rabosh and give him this ring. He'll help you, even if he's not too happy about it.
Godspeed!
So, we finally got it. How does it feel? I said, how does it feel?
Do you really think you could get rid of me? No, no, dear boy. You and I still have a lot of work to do.
Henry? Are you hurt? You fell asleep. Are you all right?
it much further.
We'll reach Sukdal shortly, if those woodcutters by the forest weren't making it up. They look pretty frightened.
Maybe they were just in awe of your beauty.
My, you've got a silver tongue, eh?
Not that I want to contradict, but I think there might be another reason. Sigismund is riding roughshod over the country, so the people are cautious. I can't blame them.
If it was only Sigismund. The devil is just as bad.
I thought we'd sorted all this out. He's no saint, not by any means. But he is an ally of the king. He's my friend.
Who is?
The Dry Devil.
Lord Hinek of Kunstadt, Burgrave of Znojmo Castle, a great warrior, and at this moment a guest of the Lord of Sukdal.
Why do they call him the Dry Devil, anyway?
You can ask him yourself when you see him.
I don't know why he's dry, but I know exactly why they call him Devil.
Can you give it a rest? I don't need you insulting him before I get a word in.
Great. So I'm to keep my mouth shut, eh?
Say what you like, just don't go bugging the devil. At least for a while. That's all I'm asking.
And once we reach Sukdal, what then?
We'll find out soon enough. The main thing we have to hope for is that the local lord will even receive us.
Who is that?
Sir Peter of Pisek, Mint Master to King Wenceslas himself.
Lord Pisak ain't
Very
gonna see ya.
important man.
He's got an
I
important
bet
visit.
he can't wait for us to ride into his courtyard.
We don't look too impressive, that's true. But I'm hoping Dry Devil will put in a word for us.
And what's your plan after that? We have to save Sir Hans.
Don't worry, we'll get to that, if it's not too late.
Hopefully it won't be. He's a noble, so they'll ransom him.
I don't know. His uncle has a reputation for being a pinch purse. You know him, Henry?
Yeah. Well, I don't know where you heard that from. He was always kind to me.
Oh, but that's all by the by anyway. I intend to wage war, not parley. And if I know Dry Devil, he's of the same mind.
Well, I don't know how many men Hinek has. Aren't we a bit short-handed for waging war?
There's just enough for my kind of war.
Long last.
What's this? The gate's wide open.
Watered, fed, saddled, first thing. Understand?
Yes,
Greetings. What's your business here?
The blessing of our Lord Jesus Christ, sir. I expect you're Peter Pisek. I am Jan Žižka of Trocnov. I have an important message for your guest, Hinek of Kunstadt. Actually, for you two.
A message for the Dry Devil.
Well now, Captain Žižka and young Henry.
Margrave Jobs.
Sir.
I'm afraid your friend Hinek is no longer here. I'd love to know what brought you two together. But also, what the hell happened to you?
Well, sir...
Unfortunately, I'm otherwise occupied at the moment. Get some rest. You're clearly in dire need of it. We'll talk tomorrow. Sir Peter, please, take care of our guests.
Yes, sir.
Let's go!
He's all we needed.
You must be tired and hungry after your journey. Follow me.
You have a very fine fortress, my lord.
I'm glad you think so.
You don't?
To be honest, I'd much prefer to go back to Kuttenberg. Life in a fortress isn't ideal for a man with my experience.
And with your fortune.
That gets worryingly smaller every day, Lord Trotsnov.
Hardly surprising if you're putting up the Margrave here.
No, that's more down to his Hungarian cousin, if you get my meaning right.
I'm sorry.
Greetings.
G'day, g'day. Eh? I must be mad. Huh? Huh. Strange.
Eat whatever takes your fancy, my friends.
Ah, the journey wasn't...
Where are you coming from?
From Trusky.
That's Sir Otto von Bergosdom.
We were in a castle cellar.
My God.
Simple. I'm in the service of Lord Sokol of Lamberg, same as Dry Devil. And I had a job to do around Trust.
Absolutely.
Actually, it was pretty much. We even took a castle.
Well, more like a small...
And we nearly got von...
And what prevented you from complete...
Markvart von Aulis.
I know that name.
Exactly.
But why would the Pragas say...
Ah, but they didn't, sir. They weren't sent to Trusky, but here. They just stopped off to visit von Bergolf because he was in a tight situation.
Here? To my...
Not just here, but everywhere where King Wenceslas...
And that's also one of the reasons why we're... It seems Sigismund's run out of patience. He's going to break the truce and finish off. So he's convened all his followers in Kuttenberg with von Bergolf and von Orlitz in the lead. It's just a matter of time before the battles begin.
We've got to secure the fortress quickly, stock up on supplies, reinforce the garden. But I'm grateful to you, friends. Bring that red from Burgundy right away.
You might want to save some...
I'll gladly risk his this...
It seems we both have the same opinion of Jobs.
Well, where do you know him from?
I don't really know him as such.
Yes, I've heard of you.
Yes, a bandit. It's no secret, sir. King Wenceslas and Catherine here...
I'm sure that's of no interest to the And anyway, if anyone knows Jobst well, it's Henry here. You two are quite
Well, we only met once, in fact.
Anyway, as I said, one of the reasons we came here is to warn you. And the other reason goes by the name of Hinek. Where is he?
Well, he was here...
Was? So he's no longer... Thank Christ.
Where did he go?
I couldn't say.
That's quite normal for him.
I had no issue with him.
Disturbed?
Well, let's say, after an exchange of opinions, I'm sure if you're interested in the detail.
What was
Waging war, if you can call it that. He ambushed 3 of Sigismund's supply caravans. It made me a little nervous. I'm in the...
What do you think about all of...
What kind of question is that?
No, that's not...
Henry here sometimes forgets...
That's all right. To be frank, we all know that that is the way of the world. History is the blood running in there, in my opinion. Kingship...
But what if the sovereign is truly bad?
I'll put it this...
Least of all, bad king.
So?
The Margrave will certainly want to talk to you. But the earliest, I hope until then, you won't refuse my offer.
Just an offer. So you'd let us leave if we wanted to?
Well, the Margrave did ask me to look after you until he returns.
Who's security?
Good.
So be it.
Sir, there's still one more thing we came for. And we also have to warn you...
Sorry, I don't. I didn't even know von Burgau had come here until you told me.
Which is actually good news. If he'd been caught and executed, the word would...
Thank you for the warm welcome.
It's the least I could do, lad. My fortress is open to all the king's supporters, even if that does make it a bit...
I suppose I ought to...
I had some chambers. Cross that corridor and go up the stairs. But first, I told my servant Susanna to prepare baths for you.
Good day. Good day.
Any orders?
Now, I'm not sure how long they'll trip.
How are you? What do you think?
He's a real man, at least. But I hope his age... You should be ashamed of yourself asking about him when he's right next to her.
What do you plan?
What do you think? You should go and have that bath.
What happened at Nebuchadnezzar?
You're asking me?
No, of course. I know you weren't there. I only remember...
That must have been really terrible. I'm afraid. I'm sorry.
There was this healer...
A girl of yours?
No, I don't know. I suppose now I'll...
Poor girl. You have to live every day like that's all you can do.
Do you know if Michael, the
I'm afraid I do know. Zhishka said that
Did you know him?
Not now, thanks.
Thank you.
I'm sorry I can't tell.
No, that's... I mean no discourtesy.
Fret not, I take no offense. I can tell you come from far away. If the king's...
That sounds
Indeed. And that is why Sigismund stripped me of my office.
I know we're in
It's not exactly a... You'll find dozens of such fortresses around. As the town grew richer, Kuttenberg is surrounded by plains. So they've been springing up like...
It happens! Just watch where you're going next time.
I'm sorry.
of here, you yokel.
Show me your wares.
Maybe next time then.
Lord Pisek said we...
Yes, sir.
I could get used.
If sir will allow, I hope.
I just got back from gathering wood in the forest. You know, by the spring where deer and boar go to drink. I reckon luck was on my side because I managed to bring back a lot more wood than one person might need, if you catch my drift.
I'm sorry?
Jesus Christ be praised. Good day.
So you got your revenge. Father, did it make you feel any better? It did. So what comes next?
Von Aulitz is next. Then von Burgov.
And is that what you really want, son? No matter how many people you kill, you can't change what's happened.
It's what I want.
Are you sure, Henry?
What's happening? Why are you waking me?
Yes, the Margrave is calling for you.
You mean Zizka?
I suppose. I don't know.
And what about...
That's the good wife who arrived with you?
Ugh.
Before you go, Oh...
No. Do you need any...
No, sir.
So...
You haven't dismissed...
I'm not a nobleman.
I do. Since... Thank you.
I'm sorry. Excuse me.
Oh, Christ.
What do you think you're doing?
You see, meine Dame, we aren't idle.
Hello. I'm just holding a...
That's not how. In the end, what do you say?
Hi.
I get the feeling you'd run instead of face...
Leave him be, meine Dame. No.
Now look here. I was just being polite.
Ach ja.
Do you fancy us?
Come, Junge. We'll stuff your clothes with straw. So you... Pull cock, the first...
Greetings to you, friend.
Yeah. Watch and learn.
Well, you haven't shown yourself to be very manly, Henry.
Don't worry about it, lad.
What?
You know what? At least you'll have...
I saw Zizka next...
Do you want to come with it?
No, I have
Why?
a woman...
How's it going? What of it?
Was soll ich about? You ought to have a word with our huntsman. See?
A white race?
Ja.
What exactly?
Just ask him. Oh, yeah. Und das war...
All right. How's it going? What of it?
Zum Glück. If you look...
I'd like to...
What is this?
I'm sorry.
Go and see the priest. Nobody else can help you.
It's strange, crooked, like a letter from a fancy book.
This.
Good day.
What goes on?
There are poachers prowling in the woods. A band led by this ginger-headed Mach of Marshowitz.
What happened?
They killed a rare white roebuck that lived in our... Sir Peter of Pisac put a bounty on their heads.
All right, Hunt.
Excellent. And if you mete out capital punishment on the spot, every member of that band carries a squirrel tail on them. Probably a badge of their hunting prowess.
Where should I look for them?
Ah, that's the hard part. I'm sure they have a hideout. Best of luck.
I wanted to...
What would you like?
I must say...
It's an exceeding... Sir Peter...
Do you know...
They're led by some fella called... From what I've heard, they showed up in the village below the castle a couple of times. The guards always sent them packing. Our knack...
That knacker, Wolfram.
Oh, he has a dishonourable profession, true enough. But having the gall to work, he's on thin enough ice as it is, being a knacker and all. If his lord's, but he might know something.
That's all I need.
Stop by. God be with you.
And cracked it open on a stump.
How are things?
What do you think?
Me?
Just wait until you've been through.
Don't say...
But enough chat. I see Yobst has returned.
That's why I'm here. I wanted to take Catherine along, too.
But she's doing the right thing, and you better run ahead.
Are you expect...
I always expect trouble. And the way things are these days, I'd rather have horses stand...
What about that dry devil?
No, nobody asked him where he was going, but I'm not surprised. He might.
Should I really go and see Yobst on my own?
So what? You already know him better than I do.
All right, but...
A bit odd, I suppose. But you...
All right, then. I'll be going.
God bless. Good to see you.
I'm just getting started. Watch and learn.
Leave everything to the church if I don't go and see him.
Once old folks start getting soft
How's it going? What of it?
Zum Glück nicht. If you're looking for einen Pfuschen,
I heard...
they are. These dreckigen Huren. But they couldn't have been more wrong. Why should he pay them out of his...
What?
Dann pass mal auf. As soon as the soldiers began looting the villages around the city...
So that Hungarian bastard is getting rich?
Das trifft den... And yet, that carrot up...
Did Sigismund also attack...
Oh yes, mein Herr, the villages...
What happened?
They raised Messalisk. They haven't been... Der Teufel.
How do they...
Not really. Except for the Sigismund military camp at... Diese Band...
How do...
Das ist nicht schwer. You just take... Or you can... The smell...
Where did you...
They've occupied... When you...
Do you know by chance how to get...
Wie bitte? And listen closely to what I tell you. I leave Sigismund alone. The wheels of justice grind slowly.
I need to...
You'd be better off asking the innkeeper, and that's...
I really need to eat something.
Henry. Where's Captain Zizka?
He got held up.
I received a report that von Bergov's banner is flying in the camp of my dear cousin Sigismund, so I assume the negotiations at Trotsky didn't go too smoothly.
No, sir. I don't have good news for you, I'm afraid.
Well, good or bad, I'm sure you have plenty to report. So what happened with von Bergov at Trotsky?
I beg your pardon, Margrave.
Really? I have the John of Liechtenstein, But there's one thing you're right about. I have a fair idea about what you got up to at Trotsky. I heard you ended up in von Bergov's dungeon. And judging by the state you didn't reveal anything
Well, they asked questions, yes. But I was counting on that and prepared myself.
How did you prepare yourself?
I just thought something up.
Henry, what exactly did you tell them? What you might consider to be a minor detail might be something of utmost importance.
I don't know. It all
But you said you had time to think?
Well...
I've had better liars than you failed to trick me.
Although it wasn't me who told him, von Bergov did get certain...
What info?
About Liechtenstein. That he's in Kuttenberg. I'm really sorry, sir.
But you've nothing to be ashamed of. I think it's too much to expect anyone to hold their...
But Lord Liechtenstein... What if they killed...
John went straight into the lion's den. He knew the risks. Thank you for the news. You're free to go if you want. But I would be glad if you stayed at the fortress. As soon as it's possible, you can join a legation heading for Rattay.
What? Go home. I have to rescue Sir Hans.
A noble thought. But you mustn't worry about Lord King.
But I made a promise.
I understand, but honestly, the most sensible course now